This is 43 Cleveland Avenue in Shaftsbury, Vermont. This is a beautiful old farmhouse built in 1900. It has undergone extensive renovations by the current owners since they bought around 2011. They've done a really amazing job of keeping the character of this home, yet also updating it to a beautiful modern space. It is directly across the street from the cemetery. Cleveland Avenue is a beloved neighborhood. This is where everyone goes to trick-or-treat because there's two ends of the road. The side, it does a big L shape. So this is the southern end here, and then it loops up to Church Street, and the police will actually block off the top of Church Street, and then they will also block off the end here by Route 7A. So it's a very safe trick-or-treating experience. So I'd like to say that up front so that people come prepared when they buy a home on Cleveland Avenue. Ideally, you're a Halloween fan, or at least a good sport about handing out candy. So beautiful siding on the side of the house. It's this pretty kind of taupe beige color. They've also done some standing seam details here around the porch that has been screened in. There's not a door yet on here, so we've left that off. Buyer can decide whether to put a real door there or put a screen. And then there's a Trex deck here on the back of the house. It's only one little step up, no railing required here. And there is a new bulkhead. You will see when I do the basement video that this was actually an addition back here. So you can tell where this addition started. This new roof line here, all of this was done by the current owners. They did get all permit for all this. So there's a full basement underneath that addition, as well as the main original house. I love that little gingerbread detail at the top. It's very pretty. So there's a standing seam metal roof on the house. And then we also have this big barn garage, which is awesome. Before I go in there, I am just gonna walk to the back of the line here. This is on a 1/4 acre lot. It does not technically go all the way to the end of this fence. That is probably what you would assume, but everybody knows that the fence went too far. This is the neighbor's fence here, so the owner has described it to me as going not to the last post, but to this post here. So the line essentially just goes from that post over and then back to the other side of the garage barn. Okay, let's go check out the barn first. There is a side door here, and then there's also the, oops, well, that door's locked, so I can't get in there. Let me go around to the lift door. There we go. Okay. So parking here. There is also another garage space here. There is a big step over. I do want to show that. It's not flush. So this one is a little bit smaller, whether you choose to park a smaller car in here, or this could be the one that you use for your mower, ATV, gardening equipment, but nice and bright. I love that there's, you know, power out here. There's a lot of windows. It's really a very useful space. So then there's a dirt section here. Obviously you could pour more concrete if you wanted to, or put down some other material. There's a fairly big first step. I want to point that out. And then as I walk up the stairs to the second floor of the barn, huge space. So I just came right there. So there's some electrical up here. The owner has put in GFCI outlets, as you should have, for a garage or basement or any other space where there could be water. He also put in an overhead light there, a little recessed light. There's a small room kind of separated off. You know, they've never really done much with this space, so I'm not quite sure what this was intended for by someone in the past, but little kind of workshop room, and then the big open space. Obviously it's not completely insulated. You've got some insulation on the walls, but nothing on the ceiling / roof rafters. But nice and bright. Windows looking to the neighbor's house. This window here, this big picture window, you can tell it's been fogged over. So not a big deal. It's nice to have all the natural light, but you know, this window here, it's never going to get clear like this one is. Okay. So let's just pop back downstairs and we will exit the barn. This is that side porch where I tried to enter first. There's this little side door that is locked. I'm gonna obviously not go out that way, but you could. Okay. All right, that's it for the exterior video. Big wide driveway, definitely can park 2-3 cars, definitely 2 cars across, and several down. You can probably fit 10-12 cars in this driveway. And then lastly, before I head in, this is the back porch. Love this door, ceiling, some lights. Okay, let's take a look inside.